just washed my hair and it's still really wet, so it's just not cooperating. I've not filmed in a really long time. Get your shit together. Get it together. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So I am going to be doing my July and August beauty favorites. And towards the end of this video, if you're curious as to what's been going on, why my background looks a little different, why I've kind of disappeared from YouTube for a little while, just stay tuned to the very end. And I will explain everything then so that this intro is not a long one. So I'm going to be doing my July and August favorites together only because I have not had much time to sit in front of the camera. And I don't want to completely bypass July, but we are almost through August, and I think I have most of all my favorites for August as well. So I'm just going to put them all together in this one video, and then hopefully pick up for September in October. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense, because I do my September favorites in October. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I don't have too many things to talk about. I do have some beauty, some makeup, some fragrance, and then a few like food items. So I'm just going to jump right into this. There's not really going to be any order to this. I'm just taking things off my vanity as I see them. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Aurora Glow Kit. I honestly wasn't going to order this only because these are not typical highlighters. This is not something you normally would put on your face on a day-to-day basis and go out in. But, you know me, I gotta have like every single glow kit that they've put out. I have a problem. But these are the colors inside. I think they're very unique. I have not used the blue or the green or really the purple. Like, I've played with them for like eyeshadows, but not for like a highlight. But these three colors here, I have used as a highlight, and I absolutely love them when I'm going for like something super dramatic and bam in your face, see you from outer space, like that kind of a look. God, that seemed like really lengthy and rhymy, didn't it? So I've just really been enjoying this lately just to play around with. This here is an oldie but a goodie. I decided to go back to my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette and just give it a go. Yeah, you can see it's the colors I tend to use the most. But I've just been using my Lorac one for so long that I kind of forgot if I really liked this one or not. While I was cleaning out my vanity, I was like, you know what, do I still want to keep this or no? So I decided to give this a try again, and I'm so glad that I did and I didn't just throw it out because I really do like this. The shades in here, they just blend out so nicely. I almost forgot how good this palette was, so this has just been my favorite for quite a few weeks now. This here is another Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. This is the new Glimmer eyeshadow palette. I did do a review on this. If you're interested in seeing it, I will link it down below. I just have been gravitating to this when I want to do like a more neutral but sparkly kind of eye. I just absolutely love the shades in here. You do have to use a glitter glue or like a Fix Plus for some of these, but they're just so stunning. But this shade right here, this porcelain shade, oh my god, is my absolute favorite. It works so good as a highlight, brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight. It is just my absolute favorite. This here, I honestly never thought I would buy in a million years because I thought it was such a gimmick and everyone was talking about it, and I was like, there's no freaking way in hell that that shit is that good. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. This stuff is freaking awesome. I bought this in like a big 2-pack. I actually think I showed that in a little haul video. I think it was like a favorite / haul video. But wow. The scent is for me only because I do smell vanilla in it, so it's kind of like not the greatest for me sometimes. Some days when I do put this on, I do notice that I start to get a little like nauseated in a sense. So it's kind of like I love it and I hate it at the same time, but I love it because it really tightens your skin. When it says Brazilian Bum Bum, because we all know Brazilian chicks have nice butts, okay, let's just get real. This stuff just tightens your skin and it makes you look better. Like, does that make sense? Better. Because, like, you know, we all have, like, our cellulite areas and we want our butt to look really nice and tight and our legs to look really, you know, smooth. Well, this stuff does that. I'm not even kidding. You can use it all over your body if you want to. I tend to just use it on my legs and, like, my tushy area. This is really weird to talk about. I don't hold anything back on this channel, okay? We don't hold a thing back. It is a very thick cream. Like, just smelling it right now, like, it's okay. But some days are just worse than others, and any sort of hint of vanilla anything, it just sets me off for a migraine. So I have to kind of like pick and choose my battles with this. But I do absolutely love it because of the effects it has on the skin. It really just tightens your skin and makes you look really flawless looking. I absolutely love this. So for all of my ladies out there who don't like their legs or their tushy area, hello. This stuff works. It is expensive, but it's totally worth it. I finally bit the bullet and purchased a couple of these. These are the Urban Decay liquid eyeliners, like the glitter eyeliners that they have. They're freaking expensive. They're $24 each, which I find absolutely ridiculous. But I had bought some of the NYX glitter liners, and a lot of people said that they burn when you apply them. So I just wanted to try it for myself, and I did. They do burn when you apply them to your eye, but so do these. So they're not really much different than the NYX ones. But I just like the glitter in these a little bit better than the NYX ones. I feel like they're a little bit finer, a little more sparkly. But I do have 3 of the NYX ones too. I just didn't put them in this favorites because I tend to use these two more than I use the other ones. I really like these. The burning will go away, and these do dry a little bit faster than the NYX ones, I think. Maybe, maybe not. The 2 colors that I have are Midnight Cowboy and Distortion. This one I tend to use if I'm doing, like, you know, something really out of the box, like pink, blues, purples. Like, I would use this if I wanted like a little pop of shimmer. And then this one, if I have like more of a goldy kind of sparkly eye going, I use this one. I just really like them. They just give that extra little oomph to the eye. I know that I have talked about these on my channel in the past, probably a while ago, but these are the Cover FX Enhancing Drops. This one here is in Candlelight. I just add a couple drops of these to my foundation when I want to look like really blonde. Yeah, I want to look blonde. Shit! I just add a few drops of these to my foundation when I want to look really glowy and bronzed. Fuck off. Oh my god, what just fell? Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I am going to talk about this. I know a lot of people are probably like so sick and tired of hearing about this palette, but I really do like this palette a lot. I did do a review on it. I will link it down below if you're interested. The problem I have with this palette is it gets filthy really fast. I mean, I can see all of my foundation fingerprints like all over this packaging. I honestly wish that it wasn't like a textured palette and it was just like smooth so that you could wipe it off. Not that I really give a shit, but I know for some people, like, they really want clean palettes. I don't really care because my shit just sits in a drawer. It's not like anyone really looks at it. Another thing that I didn't really like is, why did we need this kind of a back? Does it really need to say that on the back of the palette? Like, why couldn't you have put the names of the shadows on here? Yes, I was fortunate enough to get one of the little identification cards with the names of the shadows, but I honestly have been thinking about this and like it's bothering me. Why the F did you need to put this stupid shit on the back? Like, why couldn't you have just put the names of the shadows on here? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were really upset that the names of the shadows weren't inside the palette and they didn't get an ID card, and I totally don't blame them. I really don't. Like, it should have been somewhere on this palette. I don't really know if you guys can tell, but the inside of the flap is getting really dirty from all the shadows, but I'm not kidding when I tell you I use this palette almost on a daily basis. It's amazing. I just really like it. The shadows blend really well. I'm a warm tone eyeshadow girl. I have been trying to go with more cool tones lately just so that I can get out of my box of warm tones all the time. And yesterday I did like a super deep smoky eye with that shadow that Jaclyn had said that you have to use like a Fix Plus or something with. I'm not gonna lie, that shadow was pretty difficult to work with, but once I got it on my eye and then I even went over with my finger, it looked amazing. So amazing. I really, really liked it. I do want to do that eyeshadow look again because I was so feeling it yesterday. But I just think that this palette, what is all over my fucking hands? Brittany! Now I have eyeshadow all over me because this palette is such a mess. What the fuck? Yeah, that's just been another favorite of mine. Another favorite that I've really been enjoying lately is this NYX Très Jolie liner. You guys know I'm obsessed with their black one, but they came out with a brown one. I'm so excited. It's like a warm brown. So me, for my blue eyes, it really makes my blue eyes pop when I put this in my waterline. I'm so excited that they did this because it's so hard to find good waterline liners that actually stay in the waterline. But I've been loving this brown liner so much. It gets me away from that black all the time. This here is an oldie but a goodie. I had bought this years ago, barely ever touched it, and then I just decided one day a few weeks ago to just try it again, and I actually really like it. This is the NARS Full Intensity blush set, but it's not really blushes to me. It's more of like a highlight. This one here is in Jubilee. These were like really popular when they first came out. I had only ever bought one because I thought that this one would just be better for my skin tone. They're very, very subtle highlights. They are not blushes. If you were to just go and rub this all over your cheek, you're gonna look kind of dewy or greasy. But just as a highlight, I absolutely love them. They're not a blinding highlight. They're more of a natural highlight. This is what I have on my face today. I just mixed the two. And it just gives a subtle highlight. Nothing crazy. It just makes you look really flush almost and natural. Like not too overdone, not too outer space. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been loving this. Yeah, that is another favorite lately. I have a couple of fragrances that I've really been enjoying this summer. This one here I got at Bath & Body Works. It's called Pearberry. It just smells amazing. I had walked into the store when they were having one of their like little semi-annual sales or whatever, and I saw this one in one of the bins, and I just picked it up and smelt it, and I was like, holy crap, that's going home with me. I wound up buying the shower gel and the body lotion because I love this so much. It's just really simple to grab in the morning and just spray yourself. And it has like a very refreshing scent. It's like, it's not too fruity and it's not too overpowering, so I really do enjoy this. The next scent here, this is in a rollerball. This is like a rollerball oil fragrance. I got this when I was in the Vineyard. This was really expensive. This was a $55 rollerball. Holy shit. Okay? Holy shit. I went into this store called Rouge Luxe, which is kind of like the Vineyard Sephora in a sense, although they don't sell like a whole bunch of stuff in there. It's just certain things. But this was one of the fragrances on the wall, and the guy kept saying that it was one of his best sellers, and I was like, oh my god, let me just smell it. So I smelt it, and I was like, oh my god. I'm just going to put it on my wrist so that I can kind of like explain what it smells like to you guys, even though I have Pearberry all over my body today. We're just going to be fragranced up. The name of this is called Bungalow, and it's by Stasia, S-T-A-C-I-A. They are from California, from what I remember the box saying, so this is like a fragrance made in California. It has just such a beautiful, summery, fresh but warm kind of a smell to it. Like at first when he told me $55, I was like, no way in hell. I was like, let me just lather it up all over me. So I was like rubbing it on my neck and on my wrist and everything, because the actual spray bottle version of this was $85. I was like, this guy is nuts. He's selling this shit way too expensive. I was like, no one's gonna buy that. Even though it smells amazing, I was like, no one's gonna buy that. But anyway, so we left the store, and all we could smell was this fragrance walking around for like 15 to 20 minutes. We wound up going back to the store and buying it because it was just that good. It was just that damn good. I couldn't live without it. I was like, I don't even care that it's $55. It's going to be that scent that reminds me of Martha's Vineyard like all the time now. I'm serious. There is a clip of the store in my vlog if you guys are interested in seeing what the store looked like. It wasn't anything like super extravagant. It was just a small little store, but the guy was super nice inside. This fragrance does last a very long time. Like I can still smell this at the end of the day. I just usually put it on my wrists and on like the back of my neck here, like right behind the ear down. And I smell it all day long. I don't go and rub it all over my chest or anything like that. Just on my main like little warm points of my body, so that the fragrance just keeps on smelling good all day. Like, does that make any sense? I have not filmed in a long time. I cannot do this today. So that has just been my other favorite fragrance. Another favorite here, this is the Bio Oil. They sell this in Walmart, Walgreens, I think in like pretty much any other drugstore as well. This is kind of expensive for what it is, but it works really, really well. This here is supposed to get rid of like scars and stretch marks, and I'm not gonna lie, it does a really good job. No, it has not gotten rid of like all of my stretch marks, but it has dulled them out pretty damn well. I usually put this on after the shower before I go to bed. It smells super good on top of it. I don't know, I just love the smell of this. I can't really explain what it smells like, but it has a really nice scent to it. I have noticed such a difference when I use this. You have to use it pretty religiously. You can't just use it once a week and expect something to happen. I usually try to use this at least 3 times a week, but sometimes I know when I'm really tired, I just don't feel like lathering my body with anything, so I tend to forget. But I have noticed when I do use this pretty religiously, that it works very well, and my stretch marks are dulling out. The scars that I had are going away. Like, it's amazing. You should try it if you think you need it. Okay, so the next two things that I'm going to talk about, a lot of people might be really grossed out by this, but I really like it. It's probably like a southern thing. I don't really know. A lot of people up here in New England don't really like this, but down south it's like huge. So I'm from Nashville, by the way, if anyone was curious. It's vinegar. I love vinegar. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. But anyway, that's besides the point. So this one here is the organic unfiltered Bragg's apple cider vinegar. And this one here I went to an olive oil and vinegar tasting bar. Like, it's a store up here. I don't know if they have it anywhere else, but the store is so freaking cool. Next time I should bring my camera in and show you guys. Like, it's amazing. But they have all kinds of different vinegars and all kinds of different olive oils to test, and you can buy a bottle of them, like whichever ones you like. And they had their organic apple cider vinegar in there, and theirs was filtered. And I was like, what the hell is the real difference? Like, you know, does it really matter? So the Bragg's, probably about like maybe $4 to $6. I don't really know. I didn't buy this one. My boyfriend bought it for me because I asked him to get it while he was out one day. This bottle here cost me $11. This one here, I'm not going to lie, tastes way better than this one. I really, really like this one. It's a little stronger, but the flavor is there. I don't really know how to explain that. This one just tastes a little more grittier. I don't know if that makes sense either. Anyway, we're not just here to talk about apple cider vinegar because I like it. I have been drinking at least 2 tablespoons of this a day to kind of like cleanse my gallbladder and my liver and to help with digestion and killing my fat. For those of you who don't know, my gallbladder is shitty. It doesn't work. A lot of issues there. So anything that I consume that has any sort of fat involved, it's taking an extra long time for my body to break it down. So I tend to just pack on more weight. Hence why that. What I've been doing with this though is I put 2 tablespoons of whichever one I prefer that day. Usually it's been this one lately, but I am running out of this one and I don't want to use it too much because it's like my favorite. But 2 tablespoons of this, I mix it in with an organic apple juice and I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon and I mix it together and then I drink it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it suppresses my appetite for quite a few hours. Like, I don't feel hungry. I have a lot of energy. My body feels really good. I don't get as many gallbladder attacks anymore. My digestion has been amazing. I don't really think I've lost any weight because when I step on my scale, unless my scale's broken here at the house, it hasn't really moved. So yeah, that's why I wanted to mention this, because if you follow me on Snapchat, you guys already know that I've been doing this, and a lot of you said you were going to try it as well. Like I said, I don't really know that I've lost any weight. A lot of people have said, you look like you lost weight, and I'm like, but I haven't, because my scale doesn't say that I have. So I don't really know. You guys be the judge. I mean, you guys see my past videos to now. I don't really think I've changed any. If anything, I probably gained weight, but let's not go there. I just really like this, especially with cleansing my body, because I really need it with having a gallbladder problem the way I do. So this has just been a favorite. Yeah, so that was all of my July and August favorites. Now I'm just going to give you guys a little rundown on why I kind of disappeared from YouTube for a little while and what's been going on. If you guys do follow me on Snapchat, you know exactly what's been going on. And if you watched my, I think it was my drugstore favorites and then my story time video that I just posted recently, you know what's been going on. But for those of you who don't and are curious, I got a promotion at work. So I have been training all summer long to be a school bus driver trainer. I am now certified, so I can go out on my own. Kind of cool, kind of exciting. I've just been so busy with that, and then we're selling my grandmother's house, so we've been cleaning out my grandma's house, and then I had the Good Morning America thing going on, which didn't really happen. Like I said, if you watched my storytime video, you will see what the hell went down. But anyhow, so I had torn my whole room apart. I tore my whole house apart, rather, thinking that these people were coming, and now it's just been every day after work. I come home and I'm trying to put my house back together, trying to get my room back together so that I can sit here and film. This room still is not really the way that I prefer it or want it, but I'm trying to work with it. So hence the background looking a little different. I don't really know. I was trying to keep it kind of set up the same, but now I'm by the window. I don't really know that I like this, but I don't know where else to really sit in my room. So it's a little here, there, and everywhere, and I do apologize because I really wanted to film a lot of videos this summer since I thought I was going to have the summer off and then found out that I wasn't going to, and I was like, shit. So I haven't really had any time to sit in here and do anything for you guys, and I apologize. I'm hoping now that things are kind of like coming to an end and we're going to be getting back to, you know, our school schedule and stuff, that I will be able to have more time on the weekend to at least sit and film something for you. Yeah, guys, I'm going to cut this video off now because I feel like it's already too long. I have just not been having a good film day. I don't even know how many, like, things I'm going to have to edit out of this because I just kind of forgot how to film because it's been so long. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments or want to know anything more about any of the products that I show, just leave them down below in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos in the future, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Alright, we're done. We're done. La, 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 la. We're having a bad day.